is just the epitome of what the whole world should be like, because we are one. We come together, we love each other, we see each other regularly at different festivals, and I wish the world could be like we are, because if it was, there'd be far less mental illness, there'd be far less suicide, and just the world would be a happier place. Anyway, as you know, this is not my favourite place to be, standing front and centre in front of you all. I just wanted to say thank you from the heart for being here for me and to see all these wonderful acts tonight. I also want to say that tonight you're going to be part of my very first live streaming. So thank you to Leonie from Farmgate Production and her team, who will be bringing this footage tonight of this show across Australia and perhaps across the world. I know there's one lady in Chicago watching, and hopefully there'll be plenty of others. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to pass it over to the Master of Ceremonies for tonight. Ray McCoy did this job last year. I loved what he did. He's an amazing, well-respected, well-loved MC, and I just want to introduce Ray McCoy to the stage to take over for where I'm not that comfortable. So please put your hands together for Ray McCoy, and I hope you have a great night tonight.
Hi guys, how are you? Oh, we better do better than that. Hi guys. Hey, very good. Who's been up to Fan Zone this week? All right, as you can know, I'm very unpredictable. It's great to be here. This is my second year, and what an incredible event. As Sue has just said, she spent the last 20 minutes downstairs going, I can't do it, I can't say it. And as you can see, she got outside and she did exceptionally well. We are here for two great causes. One is to support people in need, and secondly is to enjoy some darn good country music. Are we ready? In fact, it's pure country. Now, I know what's happening. You guys, we're going to tell as we run along. Now, we're live streaming tonight. You know what that is? So you've paid the tickets to come in. These other buggers can sit at home and watch it. Is that all right? That's okay. So with your phones, all we ask is that you turn them down. But if you want to text all your friends sitting at home, if they jump onto purecountrysspectacular.com.au, they can actually watch the live feed. Is that cool? Now, if you want to take photos, fine. You want to do videos, fine, but no flashes in any shape or form, especially you guys down here. All right? A couple of things with the live stream. It can be very embarrassing. So very quickly, can we just bring the house lights up for 2 seconds, if we can? Is it all good? Okay. If you're sitting next to somebody you shouldn't be, move. You will get busted. And as you know, we in country music, we talk. Right, mate? Thank you very much. Down they go. We've got a great show lined up. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. We're not going to have a break. We're just going to fire through. We have 14 guests. How about that? Yeah, normally we clap then and go berserk. All good? Ready for a great night? Okay. Now, we're going to give a bit of probably a quiz if you like. Who's heard of Mike Carr and Matt Cornell? All right, so they've got a hit single out at the moment. They'll be out in just a moment. The drama is this. On their own, it's Mike Carr, it's Matt Cornell. Together, should it be Cornell and Carr or Carr and Cornell? Let's do the clapometer. Those in favour of Cornell Carr? Yeah, reasonable. Who would like Carr Cornell? The audience has spoken. Ladies and gentlemen, Carr and Cornell.
Does that mean he won? Oh, crap.
It's too late. I can't change it now.
But we can't change our names now because we've already got it on the CD, so it's staying Cornell and Carr.
Just turn it upside down.
Good evening. We're like first up, first cab off the rank. I'm going to play it in this key.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You going to play it in the same key as me?
Let's do that.
Hey, there you go. See, Mike and I are good mates, and together we're Cornell and Carr, and this was our first single. It came out recently. It goes a little something like this. got no place to lay my head. But when you're doing what you're born to do, it don't matter a bit. 'Cause the sun don't rise if the world's not spinning. Moments ain't right if you're not right in them. Oh, means nothing if it ain't worth giving a damn. If you don't wanna be one of the crowd, be in the band. It always seems to happen when I'm feeling alone. When I think of her, her name lights up on my phone. Somehow we're connected, she knows what to say. She'll do it every day. When you're surrounded by people who love you, there's always a way. 'Cause the sun don't rise if the world's not spinning. Moments ain't right if you're not right in them. Oh, means nothing if it ain't worth giving a damn. If you don't wanna be one of the crowd, be in the band. Yeah. Be in the band. Yeah. I got no money, I'm overspent. I got no place to lay my head. But when you do what you're born to do, it don't matter a bit. 'Cause the sun don't rise if the world's not spinning. Moments ain't right if you're not right in them. Oh, means nothing if it ain't worth giving a damn. The sun don't rise if the world's not spinning. Moments ain't right if you're not right in them. Oh, means nothing if it ain't worth giving a damn. If you don't wanna be one of the crowd, be in the band. Yeah. Be in the band. Yeah. The sun don't rise if the world's not spinning. You wanna be in the moments ain't right if you're not right in them. You wanna be in the sun don't rise if the world's not spinning. Come on, be in the moments ain't right if you're not right in them. Thank you. Would you welcome on stage this mighty band, ladies and gentlemen? How's everybody feeling out there? Having a good festival? How you going, Mike?
Man, I'm going great. Oh, look at this little fella down the front. He's excited, man.
Hello, buddy. What's your name? William.
Can we call you Bill?
Do you get Billy? People call you Billy?
Okay.
Is that all right? Everybody say hello, Billy.
I'm out of tune.
Oh, yeah? You're out of tune. A lot of these folks will know this next song. A guy called Adam Brand made it pretty famous. But my mate over here wrote it.
And I was asked to play it tonight because it's all about coming to Tamworth. I actually wrote this song on my way to Tamworth in one of my old cars. I think it was a Suzuki Sierra, a yellow one. And I had a pen and paper sitting on the passenger seat. And I'd stop every 15 minutes and write down a line from all my memories about coming here. And a lot of my future memories ended up in it too. It's called the New England Highway.
belong. Where the big stars, golden guitars, dream will be out someday. Cruising the New England highway. We'll be busking down on Peel Street, looking for a lucky break. There's a Chuck band in the one-man band and Slim Dusty's in the cavalcade. Oh, there's nothing I like better just before Australia Day than heading down the New England highway. Got my boots on, got my hat on, got my old guitar and a new song. For a week I'll be where I belong. Where the big stars, golden guitar, dream of me out someday. Cruising the New England highway. We'll be cruising down that road. Got my boots on, got my hat on, got my old guitar and a new song. For a week I'll be where I belong. Where the big stars, golden guitars, dream will be out someday. Cruising the New England, where the big stars, golden guitars, dream will be out someday. Cruising the New England highway. We'll be cruising the New England highway. Hey. We'll be cruising the New England highway.
My car, everybody.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hey, I've got a question to ask here. Who in this room loves the 80s?
Oh, yeah.
Who doesn't love the 80s? What a great era of music it was. Now, it was the music that I was raised on. And if you think back to Australia around that time, think of the bands we had. We had INXS, Midnight Oil, Australian Crawl, Mondo Rock, The Vinyls, The Radiators, so many great bands. And then overseas you had The Police, you had Queen, you had Foreigner, all these amazing bands.
Bucks Fizz.
Bucks Fizz.
Oh, sorry. That was on your list? Was it? I thought it was on your list.
It is
Yes,
now.
it did.
Bucks Fizz. So I got together with a couple of mates of mine about a year and a half ago, Alan Caswell and Drew McAllister. Who knows Drew and Al?
Yeah.
And we wrote this next song. It's very specific to me. It's about the songs, the bands and the artists I grew up on. Ladies and gentlemen, this here is my soundtrack. Well, it was 84 when we were singing the summer of 69. Chiseled on the radio, Bow River and cheap wine. I wasn't born in the USA, but I wanted to be the boss. Hanging out at Mikey's house, digging Mondo Rock. Foreigner, Jackson and Cash, my soundtrack. Still remember that first kiss to endless summer night. And that uptown girl who stole my heart is always on my mind. It's like my life's in shuffle, not the place and time. The songs will take me back. My soundtrack, oh, oh, my soundtrack, oh, oh. You don't know when they'll hit you, the roller crash your mind. All those years of smiles and tears get triggered by one line. You're right there in the moment when you hear that guitar riff. It's a part of you now, you're a part of it. Sting and Queen kissing Fleetwood Mac. Oh, still remembering that first kiss in the summer night. And that uptown girl who stole my heart was always on my mind. It's like my life's in shuffle, not the place and time. And the songs will take me back to my soundtrack. Oh, oh, sing on my soundtrack. Mellencamp, Elton John, Lennon and the Clash. Men at Work, Dire Straits, Paul Kelly and the Knack. Willie Nelson, L.I.B., Dragon and the Oils. Kenny Rogers, Jackson Brown, Buck Fizz, Australian Crawl. Foreigner, Jackson and Cat on my soundtrack. Still remember that first kiss in the summer night. And that uptown girl stole my heart, was always on my mind. It's like my life's in shuffle, not the place and time. The songs will take me back. Still remember that first kiss in the summer night. And that uptown girl stole my heart, was always on my mind. It's like my life's in shuffle, not the place and time. The songs will take me back. Yeah, the songs take me back. My soundtrack. Oh, oh, my soundtrack. Oh, oh, my soundtrack. Oh, oh, my soundtrack. Oh, oh. That's my soundtrack, folks.
Thanks for having us tonight. We're Cornell and Carr. Please thank the band for us. Thanks, guys.
There we go, folks. How good was that? Hey, boys, just stay here for a second. You'll be happy to know we did a phone around. So, Mike, we've had a yarn to your wife. We got her vote. We're actually looking at partners. So, for Maddie, we've had to make 4 phone calls. But that's another story. So, sorry to say, plus the 2 that didn't answer, didn't really want to talk. So, I'm sorry, guys, but it's actually back to Cornell and Carr. It's on a numbers. Guys, during the festival, any more shows to...
We've got our album launch this Friday night, 8 o'clock, in the Outback Room at West. It's the show to be at, folks.
Yeah, we'll be filming all the songs off our new album, which actually is launched on Friday, and we'll be doing a whole bunch of songs that we've written over the years. So it's a nice couple of hours of just fun and frivolity.
Telling
I never use that word very often, but
a good word.
Frivolity's good, isn't it?
I like it.
Wonderful. Thanks, guys. And if you know anyone that's single, we'd like between now and next year take care of Maddie. So it's all good. Cornell and Carr. Ready for the next one? Was that good? That was a nice little kickstart, wasn't it? Okay, has anyone text your friends or family about the live stream? Why not? Make them feel really bad that they're not here. Why aren't they here? Crikey. All you freebies in the front row, I know what you're doing. Hey, crikey. Right, are you ready for this? A young lady who was basically one of the rising stars of country music. For the first 3 days of the festival, we didn't like her very much because she's up on the Gold Coast and they have beaches and refreshing winds and all those sorts of things, while we had 45-degree heat, but we love her to death. You'll see why now, one of the rising stars of country music. This is Chloe Styler.
Hello everyone. Well, I hope you like me now. I'll sing a couple songs for you, both originals. This first one is called Control.
You approach me
Fanny Lumsden at the Senior Academy of Country Music 2 years ago. And it's about a place that my family and I used to visit a lot during my childhood, and there's a beautiful lighthouse there that has stood tall for over 150 years. And it's just really nice to know that no matter whatever happens, I might go away from home or my sister and I might drift apart. It's just nice to know that the lighthouse is always there guiding us home. So this is my new single, and it's called When Your Light Burns.
Woohoo! How was that? Was that cool? Did you enjoy that? Did you enjoy that? Okay, sorry to wake you up.
Me too.
You'll be happy. You enjoyed it too, and the band's having a ball. You'll be happy to know that Chloe's just one of those ladies who hasn't just cruised into country music. She's been through both junior and senior academy. Star Maker last year?
Yep, last year.
Okay, you going to go again?
Oh, who knows, maybe.
You never know. Well, typical female, you'll keep us guessing. That'll be great. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, please enjoy the Gold Coast from next weekend. That is Chloe Styler. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of housekeeping here and just pull this out of the way because this young bloke He's about 7 foot tall. He's actually tall enough to have 2 bums. When you see him, you'll understand what I mean. I'm not going to move that because I'm going to dead set knock the hell out of that. You okay with that? You're not supposed to be out of here yet. Oh, go back out, quick. Shh, you haven't seen him. Quick, go. Quick, go. Okay. How are you, folks? All right? Having a good time? Curtin's just come back. Okay, well, let's go from the Gold Coast. Let's move all the way up to Townsville. Looks like the place is full of Queenslanders, but we know who won State of Origin, don't we? We know who won State of Origin, don't we? One in 20 years and you won't get excited. Okay, this young fella had a huge show on Sunday evening called The Men of Country that his mum and the whole mob put together. And I've got to say, in all my 400 years, one of the best shows I've ever been to, again, with pure country here, because that's exactly what it is. It was pure country. This guy, like Chloe, is one of the rising stars of country music. You are going to absolutely love him. Pretend you haven't seen him before. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. This is Tyson Lucas.
G'day, Tamworth. How we doing? That's the way. Here's a little bit of That Ain't Country. State of affairs I'm in, 'cause I'm trying to compete where I just don't fit in. 'Cause I'm country if you call it that from off the road. Ain't country just because I'm old enough to know that that ain't country. That's a natural fact. It's full of tales of good times and complications. Ain't life like that. So I'll be listening to the old songs that my granddaddy used to play, full of pain and heartache and desperation, and the ones that got away, the ones that speak to me the way I feel today. Whatever happened to the country song, full of truth and consequences, all the things gone wrong? Someone came and changed it up, made it all a lie, like there's been a little beach nut riding that new tide. 'Cause that ain't country, that's a natural fact. It's full of tales of good times and complications. Well, ain't life like that. So I'll be listening to the old songs that my granddaddy used to play, full of pain and heartache and desperation. The ones that got away, the ones that speak to me the way I feel today. Who loves country music? We got Waylon singing songs about a rambling man, and Junior's got a cool one in his hand, and the possum's getting drunk again, imagine that, and Charlie Daniels playing fiddle underneath that hat, and John and Junior going back and forth again, and David Allen Coe is singing about his kin, and Haggard sings the songs that'll save your soul, and Willie sings the songs about the hearts he stole. 'Cause that shit's country, that's a natural fact. It's full of tales of good times and complications. Well, ain't life like that. So I'll be listening to the old songs that my granddad used to play, full of pain and heartache and desperation. Thank you very much. Well, folks, we had the amazing opportunity a little while ago to write with the amazing Brad Butcher. Has anyone seen or heard of Brad Butcher? There's a fair few of us. We actually just flew over from his show at Blazers, and I have to say it was one of the best shows I've seen in Tamworth so far. Apart from this one's my favourite every year. And I'd like to say thank you to Sue for having me back on the show this year. And who's been here before? Who's been to Pure Country before? Oh, well, everyone. So we got the chance to write with Brad Butcher, and this song was written about a quite heavy subject, and it was about a young fella who'd unfortunately died in a car accident just outside of my original hometown of Dysart, inland of Mackay. And my best mate was really close friends with Aaron, and he gives me a ring one day, and I was driving home from work, and he says, "Tyson, mate, can you write me a song?" And I said, "Yeah, what about?" And he told me the story, and we're both sitting there blubbering on the phone. And so Aaron grew up in Lake Chinaroo, so Brad and I decided to write the song about Lake Chinaroo. So here we go. Forever young, where the water meets mountains from above, by a campfire leaving footprints in the mud, kids being kids and running round and having fun. All at once we graduate and choose a path that's fit for love. Highlands boy, a city girl, it's good enough. Trying our best to avoid ever growing up. So let the water always hold those precious memories. And every time I'm there, I'll be reminded of you, the angel in our hearts that's always watching, following our footprints on the shores of Lake Chinaroo. At 17, we were all too young to know just what it means. The price of living fast, all but living free. Along the shorelines that I wander, I still feel you here with me. So let the water always hold those precious memories. And every time I'm there, I'll be reminded of you, the angel in our hearts that's always watching, following our footprints on the shore of Lake Chinaroo. So let the water always hold those precious memories. And every time I'm there, I'll be reminded of you, the angel in our hearts that's always watching, following our footprints on the shores of Lake Chinaroo. Oh, following our footprints on the shores of Lake Chinaroo. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your festival. My name is Tyson Lucas, and I'll see you around.
He's not too bad, is he? We're just sitting down. Oh, really? Out of 10, what will we give him? 10. I didn't know you had that many relations here, mate. It's all good. Congratulations on the show the other night. Congratulations on that huge future coming ahead for you.
Thank you very much.
And had you not been so tall, there's a real good chance I probably made about 5'8". But that's not going to be.
Give Ray a round of applause, folks. They're awesome
Good on
MC.
you, mate. Great job, Ray. Thanks, champion. How's the band going? They said don't talk about the band till later on. They'll get their own applause. Is that okay? Shh, poor band. How about one for the band? Quick. Okay. Now, there's a few times in my life I've embarrassed myself. One was actually at birth, but that's another thing. This young fella here, I was telling Ed earlier that for those of you that love your country music, we actually get onto Facebook and YouTube and everything to actually try and find new music. And about 5 years ago, I was just going through some stuff and I see this guy singing to camera in his lounge room. And I was absolutely gobsmacked. And I straight away rang Cheryl Burns. You know Cheryl Burns? And said, Shez, we've got to get this bloke. He is absolutely incredible. Blah, 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 blah. His name is Anthony Taylor. Excuse my language for 2 seconds. She calls me Roy, plus other names. She basically said, dickhead, he's been around for ages. You'll see why. One of the unheralded absolute superstars, in my belief, of country music in Australia. You'll find out why. Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Taylor.
Hello. Superstar, eh? That's not true. We having fun? How good's Tyson? Fellow Queenslander? Yeah, I'm going to start singing. There was no denying the fire in his eyes. It was more than Pueblo whiskey. It was more than a lonely night. 200 miles from home, and perfectly alone. He had no apologies in his pocket. It was right there on his hand. Golden wedding band when hearts began to pound. Oh, but he stood his ground. She lights a candle for the cowboy and wonders why she was so alone. He was a man of his word. It was one she'd never heard. Was the only man who ever said no. She said, is there nothing I can do to please you? He said, girl, you make love sound so easy. And it's hard to turn away, but it's harder to stay. Either way I go, oh, it's gonna be a long ride home. She lights a candle for the cowboy, wonders why she's so alone. He was a man of his word. It was one she'd never heard. Was the only man who ever said no. As he walked out the door, she loved him all the more. She lights a candle for the cowboy and wonders why she's so alone. Was a man of his word. 'cause it was one she'd never heard. He was the only man who ever said, he was the only man who ever said no. How good are these guys? From the outside, the whiskey and the women look so excited, inviting you to come on in. Dancing and laughing, raising glasses, sure looks like living. It's an illusion wrapped in neon truth, my friend. From the inside, it ain't all that pretty. Oh, believe me, they're not as happy as they pretend. I've been here, so thank you, but no thank you. It's so much better from the outside looking in. Well, it's all secondhand smoke and mirrors. Don't be learning about a honky-tonk siren song. From the outside, the truth is so much clearer. And if I stay here, then I'd never do her wrong. From the inside, it ain't all that pretty. Oh, believe me, they're not as happy as they pretend. I've been here, so thank you, but no thank you. It's so much better from the outside looking in. Oh yes, I've been here, so thank you, but no thank you. It's so much better from the outside looking in. Thanks, guys.
Woohoo! Hang on, wait, don't unplug yet. We actually have a... How was that, guys? Did I say superstar before? The only person that scoffed was Anthony. How good is that? I'll tell you how good it is. We're on the live feed. We've got a counter coming through. Mate, the counter says, could you please do one more song? I'll leave that to you and the band. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Anthony Taylor.
That's a new one. Let's do a sing-along song. Sorry? Hell no. It's too late in the festival for that one, I think. I reckon you should sing a song. What do you reckon? You guys should sing a song. I reckon that's a good idea. We'll do that. Because I've got the microphone, so. Send me the pillow that you dream on. Don't you know that I still care for you? Send me the pillow that you dream on. So darling, I can dream on it too. I've waited so long for you to write me, but just the memory's all that's left of you. Send me the pillow that you dream on. So darling, I can dream on it too. Each night while I'm sleeping, oh so lonely, I'll share your loving dreams that once were true. Send me the pillow that you dream on. So darling, I can dream on it too. Now it's your turn. Ready? Now I can see you. Don't you know that I still care for you? It's good so far. Let's do it together. Send me the pillow that you dream on. Don't you know that I still care for you? Send me the pillow that you dream on. So darling, I can dream on it too. So darling, I can dream on it too. Fantastic job, guys. Beautiful.
Seriously? Seriously? Turn around, Chevy. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to say any more. Anthony Taylor. We're having a discussion outside about golden guitars, and we've all been involved in the industry for 100 years, and I think I made the comment, I'll cop the crap from it, but he is better than not only some of the ones that have actually been nominated, but he's a hell of a lot better than some of the ones that have won them. Anthony Taylor. Incredible. You know his worst trait? You know what his worst trait is? He's humble. He's humble. There aren't only two of us left. Anyhow, I'm allowed to be arrogant because no one gave me any legs. You ready, folks? All good? Okay, I just want to remind you why we're here. Do you know why we're here? Great country music, but it's about Lifeline. It's about caring, and no doubt in country music we all care. And I guess without harbouring on it, every single day we have something to deal with. And I particularly have a thing called, I can't say the word I use, but I have a wall that basically nothing allows me to destroy a day. You can't repeat yesterday, agree? Why do you waste minutes or hours or days worrying about something that really, at the end of the day, becomes totally insignificant? We've all had to deal with people who have probably taken their own lives or thought about that fact. And worse still, again with Lifeline, I've actually lost a very, very dear friend that just through an accident, loading a tractor onto a truck just before Christmas, just over a year ago now. Everything to live for. Incredible family. He's a twin. I'm a triplet. The only time he did not put a seatbelt on, putting the tractor up, the tray broke, down he went, crushed to death. Gone. Every day, every single day is important to you. So not only your life, but have a look around you every single day of your life and make sure the people around you know that you love and care. Is that cool? That's a country promise. You got it? If we have people looking out. Where you been, mate? What's going on? What do you got? So you going to give one of your misses? So you didn't ask her before you went out? You really? This will be going. No, take the other one back. That's easy. He wanted that. Which one do you want? No, not her. Which one do you... Give it back to him. Give it back to him. Which one do you want? Well, take the chocolate. You all right? Guess what? You've made yourself happy for about 5 minutes. You're going to cop it in the car going home, tomorrow, the next day, and every other day after that. I hope you enjoy that bloody chocolate. All right, folks, let's get back to the music. We all good? Okay, this young fella is, again, one of the best. Is he country? I'll tell you he's country because he's here tonight and it's pure country. Needs no introduction, but we're going to do one anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, John Steffan. Good to see you dressed up, mate. Now listen, you've had a great festival very quickly.
I have.
Some great shows. You've got some big shows coming up.
I do.
Where are they?
Thursday at 5 p.m. at Blazers. If anyone's around, I'm doing remembering two of the best singers of all time, Glenn Campbell.
And Anthony Taylor.
And Anthony Taylor, definitely.
Right.
But he's still around, so that one's got...
Who we got,
job.
Glenn Campbell and?
And John Denver.
Oh,
and
unreal.
you like John Denver? Yeah? Yeah, he's pretty good, isn't he? And then Friday morning, I do the show that I've got in Vegas, and that's You Got a Salute to the Big O, Roy Orbison.
You cannot beat a Big O.
That's right.
Great singer. Thanks, fellas, for helping me out there. That was great.
Put
That
your
was
hands
great.
together for the Big O. Come on.
All right, mate. Good luck on those shows. If they want information about those shows, where do they find it? On your
yeah, on
Facebook or
on
go to
my
your official
Facebook.
guide.
Instagram,
All right,
I
mate.
know you've all got Instagram here.
Let's go again. Ladies and gentlemen, John Steffan.
Thank you. This first song I've got for you is an original song, actually. I wrote it a few years ago when I was living in Nashville. And it was probably one of those songs I thought to myself, gee, this is going to make me a superstar. And the next day I had this phone call from a top record exec and from Warner Brothers, and he said, come over, I need to have a meeting with you. I love this song. Got in there, got all dressed up, not casual like Tamworth, really dressed up. Walked in there, sat down, he said, this is Blake Shelton, I really want him to sing your song. And they said, it's going to be a single, and we're going to name the album after it. And I said, okay, well, why not? So it's called Good at Starting Fires. His album was called Starting Fires, but it's going to be on my next album coming out this year, and it's going to be my Nashville recorded album. So I hope you enjoy it. It's called Good at Starting Fires. Here we go. Come on, put your hands together. She's got her new jeans on, looking so right it's wrong. Ooh, everybody stares as she walks on by. See those double takes, hear those slamming brakes. Yeah, when she smiles, you can see the sparks fly. My baby's gotten good at starting fires. Husband for her, but I'm the one walking beside her. Yeah, maybe baby's gotten good at starting fires. I'm the only one, ain't no doubt, only one who puts in mind. Ooh, she's got a long red dress, and boy, I must confess, away when we're out on the town. Eyes look her up and down. Yeah, she makes the night time hotter than a summer day. My baby's gotten good, good at starting fires. Husband for her, but I'm the one walking beside her. Yeah, maybe baby's gotten good at starting fires. I'm the only one, ain't no doubt, only one who puts in love. I'm a lucky man, and I know it's true. The flame is burning just for me, and that's just so cool. My baby's gotten good. Come on, clap your hands. Husband for her, but I'm the one walking beside her. Yeah, maybe baby's gotten good at starting fires. I'm the only one, ain't no doubt, only one who puts them out. My baby's gotten good, good at baby, baby. My baby's gotten good, good at starting fires. I'm the only one, ain't no doubt, only one who puts them out. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's a song that I regret giving to Blake Shelton. It didn't make me enough money. They said, oh, you as a songwriter, the songwriters make all the money, not the singers. I said, oh, okay. It's not true. This next song I'd like to do was actually specially requested, and I got to meet the Orbison family whilst living in Nashville. I ended up living there for about, I think it was about 12 years. And I sang this song at a golfing event that Vince Gill had on. And afterwards he invited me to sing at the Grand Ole Opry, and I sang it. And Wesley Orbison was standing there in the wings. And that was Roy Orbison's eldest son. His other children died in a house fire. And not long before that, his wife died in a motorcycle accident. She was hit by a truck. So he was the only surviving person in that family, and we became very close, and we put on a show that we ended up touring all over the world, and we had a place in Vegas in a casino, which was great, and I sang this song, and this is what started our friendship. I was alright for a while, I could smile for a while. Then I saw you last night, you held my hand so tight as you stopped to say hello. You wished me well, you couldn't tell that I'd been crying over you, crying over you. Yes, now you're gone, and from this moment on I'd be crying. I thought that I was over you, but it's so true. I love you even more than I did before, but darling, what can I do for you? Don't love me, and I'll always be crying this moment on, I'd be crying, 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 crying. I'm crying. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is the last song I have for you for tonight, so thank you all for coming. This is, I think, one of the greatest causes that someone's putting a concert on for here in Tamworth. It's really a very special thing, and it's important to lift that veil and stop pretending, because it's not just women, it's men who suffer from depression and who get to that point where they don't feel they can go on. So the more we're open about it, I think the more we can help our friends and family all around us. Anyway, this song, please sing along. It's for my Thursday show, one of my favourite songs. It's called Galveston from the great Glenn Campbell. Hope you enjoy it. Here we go. You know this one, don't you? Can I have some more tracks, please? Galveston, oh Galveston. Come on, put your hands together. I still see your silhouette going. I still see her dark eyes glowing. She was 21 when I left Galveston. Galveston, oh Galveston, I still hear your sea waves crashing while I watch the cannon splashing. I clean my gun and dream of Galveston. I still see her standing by the water, standing there looking out to sea. And is she waiting there for me on the beach where we used to run? Galveston, oh Galveston, I am so afraid of dying. Before I dry the tears she's crying, before I watch your seabirds flying in the sun at Galveston, at Galveston. Please put your hands together for Pete on the guitar. Come on, keep your hands going. What an amazing band, hey? Put your hands together for this band. Thank you all very much for coming tonight. Please come and see me on Thursday and Friday just to say hello. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the night. Thank you so much. God bless you. Good night.
Woohoo! He goes all right. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, big hand. John Steffen. Come out here, mate. They can't see you. Good on you, mate. Take a bow.
Thank you so much. Good night.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Johnny. We doing okay? All good? Okay. Tonight's show is very, very special for a number of reasons. It's January 22. Apparently there's another show in town. Where's that at? Just over there. There are quite a few parallels. You'll be very happy to know that actually as I was coming from my days, basically Kicks 9 to 12 across the fan zone, and then we slip into whatever show we've got to go and do from there. But I was very fortunate tonight coming across that Keith just happened to be walking in, and I'd never met him. I'd probably seen him in quite a while back, but just a little 5-minute conversation, g'day, 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 and went from there. So I just checked some footage. The show's great over there, but it's not as good as here. You happy with that? There are a couple of parallels that run through this. Keith won Star Maker back in 1990. Was anyone there? Because you're too young. See, you weren't there. This next artist that's coming out to sing for us actually has a nice association with Keith. He was on The Voice in 2012. Don't start guessing yet. 2012. He was in the top 48, and he was in Keith's team. And I have this thing about country, and I guess most of you probably do, because we're passionate about country music. And I've always thought in a lot of those TV shows that let's pick up the token country artists and we'll run them through maybe the first or second or third round, and those bullheads in the bush will keep watching it, blah, 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 blah. But when we get to the final, we'll give them the flick. Well, this bloke gave him the chance to actually do that, but he just kept singing and singing and singing and got to the top 48. Judah did exactly the same thing. Probably pissed off a lot of people because he was too good to say, go away. This young fella is a local, comes out of Tamworth. We've spoken tonight about the quality of artists that are appearing here at Pure Country. Sue should be a gold guitar judge because the quality of the artists on this show, will you agree? Absolutely superb. This young fella is just, to me anyway, and I've said last year he was with us, one of the best. The good part about this young bloke is that his music speaks for himself. That's what he's about to do now. Ladies and gentlemen, Brett Clark.
How's everyone going tonight? Good. So honoured to be on this show. It's such I think it's on the way to one of the most prestigious shows during the festival. I think it's just incredible. As Ray said, there's a lot of talented artists here. So honoured to be here. So thank you, Sue, for having me. As you can see, I'm doing acoustic tonight. So I like to slow things down and be that pure country that I really enjoy. So I'm going to sing one of my all-time favourite songs called I Still Miss Someone, and this is a Johnny Cash song, but my version of it. Hope you enjoy it.
Well, at my door the leaves are falling. A cold wild wind has come. Sweethearts walk by together. Oh, and I still miss someone. I go out to a party and look for a little fun, but I find a darkened corner. So and I still miss someone. And oh, I never got over those blue eyes. I see them every I miss those arms that held me when all the love was there. Oh, I never got over those blue eyes. I see them everywhere. I miss those arms that held me when all the love was there. And I wonder if she's sorry for leaving what we've begun. I guess there's someone for me somewhere. Oh, and I still miss someone. Oh, and I still miss someone. Ooh, yeah.
Thank you so much. I recently, well not recently, it's almost a year now since I came back from Nashville, so that was an incredible experience. And I came home with 9 brand new songs. I'm on the way to recording my second album now, and I will have my old album for sale tonight in the foyer. And the song that I'd like to sing that I wrote in Nashville is called Circus in My Mind, and this show is about raising awareness for mental illness, and I am a sufferer. And I'm on the road to recovery, but I wanted, thank you. There is light at the end of the tunnel, and this song helped me through it, and it had been bothering me for a while because I had the melody and everything, but the guys in Nashville just helped me just finish that song. And so it's a little journey. When I say circus in my mind, I'm using the analogy of a circus, obviously the clown behind the mask, and trying to see the loved ones that were always there in the crowd and I couldn't see them. So I hope you enjoy this, and I'm sure many can relate. It's called Circus in My Mind.
How can I make you see what goes on inside my head? Thoughts I don't wanna think, and visions I don't wanna see. I wear this mask so you can see me sad. It's like a circus in my head. I'm the center of attention under the spotlights. I'm the clown hiding behind the smile. Yeah, the show was sold out. I couldn't see you in the crowd. In that circus, in that circus. And all the haunted curse the morning light. These wounds have made a scar and left an empty heart. And yeah, there's haunting dreams of how life used to be. It's like a circus in my head. I'm the center of attention under the spotlights. I'm the clown hiding behind the smile. Yeah, the show was sold out. I couldn't see you in the crowd. In that circus, in that circus, now you must let me go. I fell to the net below, and in that long descent, I prayed my heart and soul will mend. It was like a circus in my head. I was the center of attention under the spotlights. I was the clown hiding behind the smile. When the show was sold out, I saw you in the crowd, in that circus, in that circus. I wear this mask so you couldn't see me sad.
Thank you so much. My name is Brett Clark. I'll see you around. Thank you.
Well done, Bretty. Normally, I think we would... where are you, Brett? Come on back, mate. Pat on the back. That's just absolutely brilliant. I mean, to put those words down there, and also to put your hand up and go bang. Congratulations. You're a legend. Love you, mate. That's Brett Clark. We all good? I guess at the end of the day, every single person here relates back to some story that involves hardship, whether it be personal or people associated with you. So tonight, as part of our Pure Country Spectacular, we just hope that it has a rebirth and we go home, not as better people, but basically looking around to make sure that we sort of send out our feelers a little bit further to make sure that we touch everyone. Is that cool? All good. Okay, these young fellas. Now, who's heard of Whiskey Business? I try and refer to the band, don't you blokes? Where's the guy front row? They're generally the ones with the drinking problems. They're okay. Whiskey Business got a great reputation. They're a fun-time band. We've got two of their great members along this evening. We have Anita Tressida and we've got Jake Bizanen. Welcome! Did I get that name right? I did. Well done, guys. Have some fun.
Oh, it's very dark out there. Does everybody say that? I'm going to kick off with a Morgan Evans song. I've got one cover and one of our very own songs that we've just been and recorded over Christmas. And I too have a bit of a story, but we'll get into that after this song. But this song's a positive one. It's about living each day as if it's your last. And I think I always, at all my shows, I get out there and I try to tell people the importance of, getting out there and experiencing life. It's a big wide world, and if things go wrong, just move on from that and experience life. So this is about living each day as if it's your last.
was a wreck, heartbroken and 16. He said, sometimes life can knock you right down on your knees, but true love, true glory only comes to those who bleed. Can't stop the world from spinning way too fast. Won't find the gold if you're digging in your past. You can't stop the sand from falling through the hourglass. So live each day like it's the last. I got over that girl and I bought an old guitar. I play it still when I can't find where to start. It still tells the stories that my granddad told to me, how true love, true glory only comes to those who bleed. Can't stop the world from spinning way too fast. You won't find the gold if you're digging in your past. You can't stop the sand from falling through the hourglass. So live each day like it's the last. Well, I crashed my first car, I got laid off, I couldn't pay the bills, I did things I ain't proud of, lost my first love, I remember still. You can't stop the world from spinning way too fast. You won't find the gold if you're digging in your past. You can't stop the sand from falling through the hourglass. You can't stop the world from spinning way too fast. You won't find the gold if you're digging in your past. You can't stop the sand from falling through the hourglass. So live each day, hold on tight, don't let it slip away. Live each day like it's the last. Oh, like it's the last. Oh. Thank you. So about 10 years ago, I went through the whole bout of depression thing, and this isn't a sob story. I did try to take my own life, but I don't want that to happen to anyone else. I do want everyone to live like it's live each day like it's your last. But so what I did to recover from that, I went to hospital. They made me put a bucket list together, and they said, what do you want to do to, what do you want to do to make something of your life? And I said, well, I really want to be a country music singer. So I've made this bucket list, and I ended up in 2014. I started looking for a band and putting a band together. In 2015, that band started, and we've still been going since 2015. I've had a few different lineups, but also on that bucket list, I wanted to lose some weight. I lost 45 kilos, and I've still held that. I wanted to learn guitar, so I learnt guitar. I wanted to have another Christmas with my grandmother. I wanted to deck out my house in furniture, and it was the little things that really changed up my life. So this song was written for me. It's called Bucket List.
I'm a bit nervous and my mouth's a bit dry, so sorry about that. It's called Bucket List, and it's about, I've got one more thing on my bucket list that I really want to do to finish and achieve everything that I set out to change my life and make my life a lot better, and that is to sing with Becky Cole. So I'm hoping one day that dream will come true. I don't know if it ever will, but that would be great. This is called Bucket List. I hope you enjoy it. I'm a girl in a country band, living down on the coast, loving all of this big brown land. Me and my man have made this plan. I'm gonna take this big old angry bull of life right by its horns. Made myself a bucket list, gonna tick off all of it, 'cause get things done will set you free. Nothing's gonna get away from me. I got a big heart and a big hat and a big old attitude to match. I'm doing my best to make things rhyme, singing and playing all at the same time. As it turns out, I can play guitar. Nothing ever seems a bridge too far. Sip Kahlua in a Seminyak pillar in the middle of a thunderstorm. Doing my shopping for a body that's rocking for a gig on a Tamworth lawn. I got one thing left and I'm doing my best to share a stage with Becky Cole. Until I tick that box and I'm a world still rock, singing country rock and roll. Never thought I'd be the girl who settled down to a private life. Ticking those boxes light me up. Never gonna stop till I get to the top. I got one life, one voice, you and me, baby, gonna make our choice. We're on a one-way ticket, you understand. Show me them boots and raise your hand. Sip Kahlua in a Seminyak pillar in the middle of a thunderstorm. Doing my shopping for a body that's rocking for a gig on a Tamworth lawn. I got one thing left and I'm doing my best to share a stage with Becky Cole. Until I tick that box and I'm a world still rock, singing country rock and roll. So if things aren't working for you right now, change up your life. Why shouldn't life be one big party? Sip Kahlua in a Seminyak pillar in the middle of a thunderstorm. Doing my shopping for a body that's rocking for a gig on a Tamworth lawn. I got one thing left and I'm doing my best to share a stage with Becky Cole. Until I tick that box and I'm a world still rock, singing country rock and roll. Sip Kahlua in a Seminyak pillar in the middle of a thunderstorm. Doing my shopping for a body that's rocking for a gig on a Tamworth lawn. I got one thing left and I'm doing my best to share a stage with Becky Cole. Until I tick that box and I'm a world still rock, singing country rock and roll. Till I tick that box and I'm a world still rock, singing country rock and roll. Thank you so much. I'm Anita Tressida. This is my guitarist Jake from Whiskey Business. Enjoy the rest of your festival. If you get a chance, we're down at the Tudor Hotel tomorrow afternoon from 5:30 with the full band. So, and thank you. Enjoy.
Good girl. Having a drink or playing? Both. Having a drink and playing. Wonderful. How was that, all right? All good. Is everyone okay? You don't need to stand up and wriggle the bum cheeks and make sure there's a bit of blood flowing through there. It's all good? Okay. Is any strange person sitting alongside you didn't know made advances yet? There's none of that happening here because we can't see from here. But it is on actually live stream, so people will know about it. How about a big hand for the sound guys? We'll come to the band in a moment, but we come into this incredible theatre. And it's nice, relaxing, very cool. Again, if this was daytime, it'd be nice and cool in here and boiling hot outside, but it's just a nice way to finish off a night, isn't it? Sit back and relax from here, which is good. Okay, we need to move along. Now, this young lady, this is her 30th Tamworth Country Music Festival. 30. Has anyone been here longer than that? Sing it out, sing it out. Not yes, that's not a number. Anyone more than 30? No. 35. Congratulations, that's wonderful. But have your hands just gone into the hands of fame? Because this young lady has. Ladies and gentlemen, Gina Timms.
Thank you, Ray. How about Ray McCoy, ladies and gentlemen, our wonderful MC for the evening? I know that he said I've been here 30 years. I was about 4 months old when I got here. My first song I'd like to sing for you is a Dolly Parton song, but there's no show without a Dolly song, so... That's even the wrong song. I just wanted you to not think this was Milli Vanilli, and I was thinking something totally different. See those fellas look at me? That's what 30 years at Tamworth does to you in excess of 40-degree heat in the last 4 days. I'll start again. I'll start it and then I won't get it wrong. Is that right? There we go. That's it. Back through the years, I go wandering once again, back to the seasons of my youth. I recall a box of rags someone gave us, how my mama put those rags to use. There were rags in many colours, but every piece was small. I didn't have a coat, it was way down in the fall. Mama sewed the rags together, sewing every piece with love. She made my coat of many colours that I was so proud of. While Mama sewed, she told a story from the Bible she had read about a coat of many colours Joseph wore. Then she said, I hope this coat will bring you good luck and happiness. And I just couldn't wait to wear it. My mama blessed him with a kiss. A coat of many colors that my mama made for me, made only from rags, but I wore it so proudly. Although we have no money, I was rich as I could be in my coat of many colors Mama made for me. So with patches on my breeches, holes in both my shoes, in my coat of many colors, I hurried off to school to find the others laughing and making fun of me in my coat of many colors Mama made for me. Oh, I couldn't understand it, 'cause I felt I was rich, and I told them of the love my mama sewed in every stitch. I even told them all that story Mama told me why she sewed, and why my coat of many colors was worth more than old Nickelodeon. I couldn't understand it, and I tried to make them see one is only poor only if they choose to be. Although we have no money, I was rich as I could be in my coat of many sound man, I'm just going to unplug the guitar and not play it ever again. I was thinking, you know, as Ray was introducing me, imagine if I went out and sang the wrong song, and I bloody did. I can't believe that. I can believe it. I started that new phase last year called menopause. It's had this massive effect on everything I do. And, oh, look at that. I can't even untangle the damn knot. Just sit that over there and I'll come over here out of the way. I'd like the band to join me on doing Stand By Your Man. I was going to say Stand On Your Man, and he's sitting over there. I just can't do anything now. I've lost it. Sometimes it's hard to be a woman, giving all your love to just one man. He'll have bad times and he'll have good times, doing things that you don't understand. But if you love him, you forgive him, even though he's hard to understand. But if you love him, oh, be proud of him, 'cause after all, he's just a man. Stand by your man, give him 2 arms to cling to, and something warm to come to when nights are cold and lonely. Stand by your man and show the world you love him. Keep giving all the love you can. Stand by your man. Stand by your man and show the world you love him. Keep giving all the love you can. Stand by your man. Thank you for forgiving me.
Whoa! How good is that? How many songs do you reckon you've sung in your, well, 30 years coming here, but in your career? How many songs do you reckon you've sung, roughly?
31,642.
Okay, so I reckon we can forgive you for singing one a little bit wrong. Is
I
that
can't
right?
believe I did
What
that.
we'll do is, between ourselves, we'll make sure. What happened was, Gina planned to do that to make sure that the band were paying attention.
And how amazing were the
How
band?
amazing. Well done, boys. You picked
Thanks
up
for
that
saying.
pretty quick. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations on the Hands of Fame.
Thank you.
Unreal. Gina Timms.
Thanks for everybody.
Could somebody show her where the way... No, it's all right. Well, our next guest here is very special. We also have a surprise for you. We have a surprise guest coming. Do you know who it is? Not yet? No, you don't. I'll give you a clue. He's coming through the back door later on, but he's an Australian icon in country music. He's been around for a long time, but he's not old. At the moment, he has 2 songs in most top 20s Australia-wide. When you see exactly who he is when he walks on stage later, you will be absolutely delighted And the good part for us is that you've put your money on the table to come to this great Pure Country Spectacular without knowing exactly who our special guest is. Thank you for that. We will reward you for your faith. All good? But right now, this young fella, Liam Kennedy Clark. Who was here last year? Exactly. You see, this guy just has talent coming out of his organ. And his guitar. He is one of those people. I made a prediction, mate, sorry to embarrass you, about 6 months ago, that whether it be next year, the year after, that you'll actually one day be the musical director for the Golden Guitar Awards. That's the talent that you have. Ladies and gentlemen, Liam Kennedy Clark.
Love that sound, eh? Well, I'm just a bartender. I don't like my work, but I don't mind the money at all. See lots of sad cases and lots of sad faces to folks with their backs to the wall. I got 4 walls around me to hold my life, to keep me from going astray. And a honky-tonk angel to hold me tight, to keep me from slipping away. I can light up your smokes, can laugh at your jokes, can watch you fall down on your knees as the smoke fills the air in this honky-tonk bar. I'm thinking about where I'd rather be. I got 4 walls around me to hold my life, to keep me from going astray. A honky-tonk angel to hold me tight, to keep me from slipping away. The smoke fills the air in this honky-tonk bar. I'm thinking about where I'd rather be, 'cause I burned all my bridges, sank all my ships, and I'm stranded at the edge of the sea. Still got 4 walls around me to hold
away.
Thanks so much, folks. James Taylor wrote that, and Mr. George Jones made it famous. Now, my second song I'm going to sing for you is one that's going to be on my upcoming album. We released this one a little while ago. My glasses are dirty as anything. I don't know how I can see, so I'm taking them off for a minute. But we released this one a little while back, September, I believe, just in time to put it in for the Gold Guitars to receive no noms, but it's all right, we're getting there. But we filmed the video for it right here in Tamworth, in the town hall actually, where Keith's playing right now. So I wrote this while I was out on tour in Western Queensland in a town called Barcaldine. And after I finished a gig, I sat out at the bar. Just along from me there were these two guys having a conversation. And now I know what you're thinking. I wasn't eavesdropping, I just happened to hear what they said. There was one guy who was having trouble at home, and the old bloke was trying to help him out. And he pulled a coin out of his front pocket, and he said, "I'll tell you what you got to do. I'm going to flip this coin. If it lands on heads, you go home and tell your wife you love her. If it lands on tails, you're going to do the same." And I thought, well, hell, if that's not a song, I don't know what is. So this is called Tails, You Say the Same. Just a word before you leave, he said, if you've got nowhere to be, but looking at the ice that's floating, you're a troubled soul like me. It's crowded and it's noisy, but I know what's on your mind. You got a woman at home crying, it's almost like this every night. I've been here before, more times than you may think. If you don't wake up, you'll lose it, be left drowning in the drink. If I flip this coin, it'll land one of two ways. Heads, you say you love her, tails will do the same. So I grabbed my things, head for home, back to number 4. As I made it to the driveway, she was 1 foot out the door. I said, I know you're leaving, but I need another try. Don't want our son to think this is what men should be like. I've been here before, enough times to know I'm wrong. Now I've finally woken up, you're where I belong. If I flip this coin, it'll land one of two ways. Heads, I love you forever, tails will do the same. I check paper as I do from time to time. Read the old man had passed to the other side. I can't help but wonder just how many lives he'd save. Bringing out the coin and smile when he says, if I flip this coin, in a land one ought to wait. And to say you love her tells you do the same. Oh, and to say you love her tells you do the same.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen, Liam Kennedy Clark. Stay with us if you will, Liam. What an ideal opportunity to say thank you for this incredible band, if you will.
Thanks, guys. No, it's an absolute privilege being able to work with these guys. Sue's asked me to be the MD for the band, and I got to tell you, it's one of the easiest gigs around when you've got such professionals around you. Starting here on my left, on pedal steel, Mr. David Moore. On bass, Mr. Simon Johnson. On the drums, we've got Isaac Leong Loon. Peter Cooper on guitar. And Pete Dennehy on fiddle. Absolutely stellar players, so thank you.
Wonderful guys, and what an absolutely cool band. Thanks, Liam Kennedy Clark. Okay, we've got some more news on our special guest coming up very, very shortly. One clue only, and do not sing out the answer if you know it. They don't make them like that anymore. Shh, you don't know. It's a secret. It's a special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, let's move on with the music. Would you please welcome to the stage Grace and Hugh.
How's everyone doing? Good, good.
Hello, Tamworth. This is a duet, so I'm going to move over here a little way.
This is Grace, and I'm Hugh, just in case you're wondering which is which. And we're travelling out west as of tomorrow with a 350 kilo piano, and we're going to go and record wherever we can, just out in some fields or maybe under a tree, and just see what comes out. And this song is a song called Save the Throwing Stones, which was written with a guy who's a childhood preacher from a town called Finger in
Tennessee.
In Tennessee, that's right. And it's about that moment when you can work to build your house back together again, or you can step back and let it fall down. Well, I've been thinking, instead of us fighting,
We should lie down.
tell each other what we're feeling.
There's no getting around that I love you.
I love you, baby.
And I need you. This can't go on. Let's make this house once again a happy home.
Come on, let's save the throwing stones
For the rocks down by the river, for you and I alone can
save this house,
can
turn this
house from hurt
from all this hurt.
back into a home. much shouting instead of walking over to you.
I've been running those head miles.
And now I know what to do, 'cause I love
you
you and I need you. This can't go on. Let's make this house once again a happy home.
Come on, let's save the throwing stone
For the rocks down by
the river.
For you,
Let's not hurt each other
alone
any more than we already have. Save this house,
can
turn this house from all this hurt.
back into a home. 'Cause there's too many rooms in this house with one light. There's no going down, baby, till we get
What's
this
it gonna
thing right.
take to get back
Get
where we
this
were
thing
before?
right. Get this thing right.
Let's save our house,
Save this
turn this house, save this house, turn this
gonna
house
be
alright from her.
to
That's Grace. I'm Hugh. Thanks for having us, Sue.
Thank you very much.
Just for today and tomorrow, you can download our album for free at graceandhugh.com.
Put your hands together. By the way, champion, I'm in radio and I hate your voice. It's wonderful. Thanks for coming in. Sorry, is there more? You come around and take a bow. No, come back, take a bow. Come on, you do as you're told. Good on you, eh? Grace and Hugh. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming and being part of the show. All good? Okay, we okay? Nobody guessed who our special guest is? Nobody guessed? Shh, don't tell anyone. It's a big secret. Right, now this young lady was with us last year as well. Certainly won't need the microphone that high. she was just talking outside. She said, "What are you going to say about me?" Well, let's make up a few things. Who was here last year? Can you guess who it is? Oh, bugger. All right, there's a prize. Got any more of those ice creams? There you go, mate. Is she talking to you? Do you love him still? He's knocked off your ice cream. Yeah. You gave her the mango. You bloody sook. You absolute sook. Well, then again, mate, you've got to go home with us, so good one there. We all good? Okay, this young lady, I'll bring her out if we made it. Ladies and gentlemen, Sandy Dodd. Look what they've done to us. microphone that high.
Yeah,
I walked
that's
on the
better.
fan zone the other day, and they've got a microphone that high and that high for normal people. And Jessie looking after me, the dead set there's a microphone about that high. Bastard. And it was exactly the same height it should be.
Vertically challenged.
Hello, Sandy.
Hi.
Welcome again. Ladies and gentlemen,
Great to be
Sandy
back.
Dodd.
Hi.
I thought rather than make up what we need to talk about, let's ask you questions. You're from
All right.
Melbourne?
I'm from Melbourne, yes. Who else is here is from Melbourne? Yay, g'day.
Just only put one of your three hands up. Ooh. Now, you did say to me you actually do a tribute show.
I do.
I wonder what that would be.
Can you guess? Yes.
Becky Cole, very good. That was great.
Good one.
What is it?
I've got a big mouth like that.
I didn't say
big
that.
smile.
He did down there. It's a Becky. So the show's going well down there?
Going great. Yeah, we've been booking some theatres around the place, and I've just started, so it's going
Wonderful,
really
okay.
well.
But also, you've been in a band. Everyone has a history in country music. You might remember this, boys, but we had the Coca-Cola Battle of the Bands. I was a judge. Was it 10 years ago?
That was, yes.
She was about 13, and you were in a band called Ruckus.
Ruckus, yeah.
And you won
Mm-hmm.
by 2 points.
I think Simply Bush was in that one too. Oh.
Come on, fellas, get with me. Might be 10 o'clock, but... All right, so congratulations. You've got
Thank
some great
you.
shows. Now, we have a special guest coming in.
We do.
We do. It's a wonderful special guest that's actually got a very, very tight, time frame.
Mm-hmm.
So we might be
Yes.
doing a couple,
We're
slip
just
in and then
waiting
slip
for him to
out.
get here.
So, but this is the big one for you. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please, a huge Tamworth welcome. Even though she's from Melbourne, this is Sandy Dodd.
Thank you. You could have heard a pin drop when they walked through the door. I had to turn my eyes away. My heart fell to the floor. So I whispered words below. She had an angel's face, stood there smiling, holding on to one who took my place. So tonight, the heart aches on me, and let's drink a toast to the fool who couldn't see. Bartender, pour the wine, 'cause the hurt is on mine. Tonight, my heart aches on me. That's right. I wonder if he told her she's the best he's ever known. The way he told me every night when we were all alone. Well, she'll find out when the Uber's off. He'll find somebody new. She'll know what heartaches come about and what I'm going through. But tonight, the heart aches on me, and let's drink a toast to the fool who couldn't see. Bartender, pour the wine, 'cause the hurt is on mine. Tonight, the heart aches on me. Oh, you, guys. So awesome to be here. All right, one of my favourite singers, and this is one of my favourite songs, Dwight Yoakam. We're going to do a little Dwight Yoakam song, and this has got that little bit. You know that one? That's it. Here we go. Well, I'm back again for another night from trying to break free from this sadness that I can't leave to rest. And this old honky-tonk sure does feel like home. And the music with the laughter seemed to soothe my loneliness. So turn it on, turn it up, turn it loose from his memory, driving me lonely, crazy and blue. It helps me forget him, so the louder the better. Hey, mister, turn it on, turn it up, and turn me loose. Turn me loose, guys. And again. Now if a tear should fall, if I should whisper his name to some stranger that I'm holding while we're dancing to an old buck-going song, oh, I know he won't mind. He won't even know. He'll be dancing with a memory, crying teardrops of his own. So turn it on, turn it up, turn me loose from his memory, driving me lonely, crazy and blue. It helps me forget him, so the louder the better. Hey, mister, turn it on, turn it up, and turn me loose. So turn it on, turn it up, turn me loose from his memory, driving me lonely, crazy and blue. It helps me forget him, so the louder the better. Hey, mister, turn it on, turn it up, and turn me loose. Hey, mister, turn it on, turn it up, and turn me loose.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. How good is that? What a wonderful young lady. This is the one and only Sandy Dodd. Thanks, guys. Are we ready? Sit up straight, quick. Now, you're allowed to take no flashes, remember? But you're allowed to video and take photos, all that sort of stuff. Now, you don't know who's coming out, do you? No, you don't. Okay, let's go very quickly. He is an icon in Australian country music. Not only in country music, he's just one of nature's absolute gentlemen. I'm not going to sit here and make up things. I think the man is just an absolute legend. Love him to death. One of our brothers. Please put your hands together for Troy Cassar-Daley.
Hey, g'day. How are you? When we heard me old mate couldn't make it, I thought I'd better come and help out. We stick together in this town. We've done it many a times. Lee and I have drunk many things together around the corner from this place. And when you hear people need a hand, you've got to come in and give them a hand. And listen, what about this band? Well, they've all just taken off, but what about that band? No, it's been awesome to be back in town, to be able to see old friends again. I've been doing a bit of a flit around between some concerts where I get to see my old friends and actually play a song, and I love it. I still feel nervous in the guts like a kid at a talent quest, you know, like I do right now.
There's an old John Deere underneath a tree, 500 acres, my dad and me worked this land until we hurt, trying to make a living out of plain old dirt. Well, he never said nothing when Mama left, just kept his feelings to himself. His pride was hurt, his heart was broke. He sits and he rolls another smoke cell. Son, this is all I know, and I guess it goes to show. He said, we were born to survive our back life, generations of toil and strife. No, we don't know any other way. When the sun beats down so damn hard, 40 degrees in the holding yard. Got a 303 and a four-wheel drive, living out here we're born to survive. Born to survive here. Well, a friend of mine named Willie Grace held an auction at his old place. The crowd gathered at 2:45 and walked away with his memories, but something keeps him hanging on. Even when all hope was gone, he said, we were born to survive our back life, generations of toil and strife, and we don't know any other way. When the sun beats down so damn hard, 40 degrees in the holding yard. Got a 303 in a four-wheel drive, living out here we're born to survive. We were born to survive our back life, generations of toil and strife. We don't know any other way. When the sun beats down so damn hard, 40 degrees in the holding yard. Got a 303 and a four-wheel drive, living out here we're born to survive. Born to survive, yeah.
Do I have one more? Is that what's going on? Oh. I'm in a really cheeky ass mood. So I'm going to do something that I haven't done before. No, you're right. Stay where you are. I'm just going to try something new on you. Would you mind? What better place to do it than here? Brother, you can turn that acoustic off on the foldback. I won't need any. That's all right. I got a really interesting phone call from Jimmy Barnes one afternoon. He said, "Have you got any songs?" And I said, "Nothing, but I've read your 2 books and I've written a poem." And he said, "Well, make a song out of it." So I said, "Give me 24 hours." So we sat and I looked at all these lyrics that I had and I wrote this song for him, and it's going to be on his new record this year. So, strange how things happen. It's all about a town called Elizabeth in Adelaide. And when I started to write the poem, I wrote it about his time there and what was happening with Holden. So anyway, this could go haywire, it could go really bad, but we're going to see how we go if I can remember some of these lyrics.
This used to be a place where a man could find some work, put together holdings or a foundry job at worst. I can hear the noises coming from the Rose and Crown deep into the night. Kids on the streets playing after dark, sent to get their fathers who were drinking at the bar. Eat, drink, work, sleep, that's all they ever did. They're shutting down my town, they're cutting down my town. No more construction line, blue collar can be found. They'll tear it to the ground. They're shutting down my town. Oh, they're shutting down our town. I started raising hell before I came of age, running from my past with clenched fists of rage. And I fought my way through every other day, never looking back. Everything I knew was back there on those streets. Every lesson learned kept me on my feet. But I can't help thinking of the ones I left behind. While they're shutting down my town, they're shutting down my town. No more production line, blue collar can be found. They'll tear it to the ground. They're shutting down our town. Oh, they're shutting down our town, tearing at its heart. Wasn't much to look at from the very start. Heard it all together from many different lands. The old folks stand around while they're shutting down our town. Shutting down our town. Yeah, they're shutting down my town. They're shutting down my town. No more production line, blue collar can be found. They'll tear it to the ground. They're shutting down our town. Oh, they're shutting down my town. Yeah, they're shutting down my town.
Good night. Lots of love, folks. Thanks for letting me test it on you.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, they don't make them like that anymore. Thank you very much indeed, Troy Cassar-Daley. You're a champion. How good is that? Troy Cassar-Daley. All right, folks, we're towards the pointy end of the evening. If I can actually now call out the lovely Sue Wilson. Sue. 1, 2, 3. Now, Sue gets nervous. She can't get nervous in front of you guys, can she? We family. We all good?
I've actually been just hugging Troy Cassar-Daley.
Oh, so she comes out and skites. That's wonderful. Hey, Sue, congratulations. What an incredible evening again. All happy with that? We've got a big finale song coming up in just a moment, and you all need to sing along for that as well. But first of all, tonight just doesn't... Who's gone from there? Is they okay? They're all right. Okay. Not your husband. You didn't give him his ice cream, so he's... No, it's all right. Tonight doesn't just happen just on its own. So, Sue, there are a number of people that actually put their hand up to give you a hand. Would you like to rattle off some names?
Oh boy, I've got to shrink down a little bit because I'm
No,
too
you don't.
tall.
Well, listen to this. If you touch it, it grows, girl. There we go. You dirty mongrels. What do we got?
I don't know what to say now.
Just say yes, please, and I'll get you a mango ice cream.
Firstly, Ray, you are just my lifesaver. You keep me sane backstage. Thank you. Thank you for
Congratulations,
doing it.
you are the only person in the whole world that thinks that.
But all the acts tonight, they were amazing, weren't they? Amazing. I can't believe that they actually put faith in me and come forward and say, we'll do it, because they've got reputations to live up to, and they trust me to put on a show that represents them, and especially Troy Cassadaly, but everyone that performed tonight is incredible, and I just want to thank all the artists, all the band members, because they are amazing too. The crew at Capitol Theatre, whether it's the ticket office girls, amazing, the lights, the sound guys, incredible. Leonie, who's presented the live stream across the world. That sounds better when I say the world, doesn't it?
Sounds great.
Yeah, thank you, Leonie from Farmgate Productions. Incredible. I've been watching little bits and pieces, and we've had some good views. So thank you so much. And yeah, and Ray, pinch me. Another show. 5 years. Thank you. It's you guys that make this show, and thanks for coming back year after year.
Wonderful. Thank you, Sue. Before you go, and I think at the end of the day, we just need to recap as to why we're here. Again, it's the 5th year, and we're here for a good cause, and it's about awareness. So we don't want to harbour on that, but it's some great stories throughout the evening, and even personalised stories from some of our performers. So I think at the end of the day, if we all put our hand up to leave here as ambassadors to take care of our communities, I think we're all going to be winners. Is that okay? Raise your right hand. Spread the word, folks. Righto, was that okay? Now we've got a big finale. Oh, look, actually, before that, Liam, I honestly think we probably need to thank the band again, because really, I've been around 100 years, well, probably 200 years, but that band is absolutely first class. So will you give them one more rap, name by name, if you will?
Pete Dennehy.
Pete Dennehy.
Peter Cooper.
Hey, Chair.
Isaac Leon Loon. Simon Johnson. And David Moore.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. How good is this? Now, as we call our performers out here for the finale, would you please put your hands together? Now, Mike and Matt, who are still remain as Cornell and Carr, have had to leave the building, so would you give a big round of applause for the boys? Now, Chloe Styler isn't here, but she's been over at the TSA Awards, and she won the Best Alt Single. Chloe Styler. A young bloke by the name of Tyson Lucas. Come on out, Tyson. Big round of applause. What an absolute cracker. Good on you, mate. The absolute legend, if you will, Anthony Taylor. We're loving this band. He is class personified. Put your hands together. John Steffen. John's gone. He's left the building. Oh, there we go. Brett Clark. On your Bretty, take a bow, champion. Anita Tressida and Jake Bizanen. Hey! When you think of these guys, think of whiskey. The young lady from Tasmania with the hands of fame, Gina Timms. Hey! Sitting over there working hard, Liam Kennedy Clark. Are they still here? We've got Hugh Scott Murray. We'll call them Grace and Hugh. They've left the building. And last but not to Count on us. Sandy Dodd. Yay! All right, guys, this is where we hand over to the singers and the band. We have a finale song. You need the mic? Good, you need to take it away from me. Anthony, you're going to lead it. Grab the mics, guys. The band knows what's happening. You know all the words. Away we go.
Lord, I told the undertaker, undertaker, please drive slow. For this lady you are carrying, Lord, I hate to see her go. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky.
Oh, I follow close behind her. I tried to hold up baby breath, but I could not hide my sorrow when they laid her in the grave. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? It's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Liam Kennedy Clark on keyboard. Mr. Pete Dennehy on fiddle. Mr. Dave Moore on fiddle steel. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Let's turn that around, James. In the sky, Lord, in the sky. In the sky, Lord, in the
Woohoo! How good is that, folks? Thank you so much for coming in. This is the 5th Pure Country Spectacular. We look forward to seeing you again next year. Next time, bring a friend. Is that cool? Have a great festival. Safe trip home. Thank you so much indeed. And remember, support your friends, your community. Cheers, guys.
Now get out!